Welcome once more, patronites, to another video. Let me apologize for being MIA so long. I had a little straightening up going on, so I'm gonna make up for lost grounds. On today's video, I'm gonna be preparing chicken and dumplings. Actually, this is not Jamaican, but for years I've been looking online and I've seen people make it, and I realize they make it when it's coming to the cold time, like a more somethings, you know, to warm your body, warm the soul, warm the spirit when the weather gets cold, is getting cold. I really like the dish, so I have thought about it long and hard for years that I would like to make this dish, but I want to put my Jamaican twist to it. Now I'm going to be giving you that. Hence, I'm going to be introducing to you the ingredients that I'll be using. So right here, I got me some chopped scallions. They used onions, but I decided to use scallions. I have carrots, I have celery, I have some red bell peppers, and I just wanted to, the red bell pepper is just a sort of color coordination to have it, you know. I have some garlic right here. I have some little mangy scotch bonnet pepper. I'm using this because I'm a Jamaican. I'm putting the Jamaican twist to it. I have right here some freshly squeezed coconut milk, and it was sitting there for a time, so it's been separating. I can just mix it up for you. I don't think I'll be using all of this, so I'm using this. I have got my flour here. I've got me some melted butter, and of course my salt is here. The chicken that I'll be using is some barbie fried chicken. This is some left back barbie fried chicken, so I'll be picking it up, but not with the skin. So I have leg, I have the drumsticks, I have a thigh, and I think I have a piece of breast, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll show you how I'll administer that to the dish. So the very first thing I want to do is to prepare my dough. They aerate their dough, like put the baking powder or baking soda, because you know that makes the dough lighter, and I think that gives it a different texture. So I think I'll be doing that. So hence I've got me some all-purpose flour, maybe about a cup and a half right there, and I'm gonna be putting in about a quarter, 1 1/4 teaspoon, because this is not a teaspoon, it is a little bigger than a teaspoon, so I said 1 1/4 teaspoon. Also, I'm going to be putting a little salt. I don't want a lot of salt in there because my chicken has a flavor to it already. Okay? Also here, I'm using some melted butter, which is salty. And I leave all the measurements for you that you can try it. So what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be just using like my liquid. I'm just going to be incorporating my flour in my dough, my melted butter in my dough. I'm talking about my melted flour. Okay, right here I'm going to be using, you could use your hot your regular tap water. I'm going to be using some coconut milk to make the dough. So I'm going to mix along with my spoon, because I want to make my dough ahead of time, but I want to show you how I'm making it. It's not the regular way, you know. I want to leave it to rest, you know, make my dough and leave it to rest. So I'm telling you, it's and online it's not Jamaican, but I one of those recipes that I really like, you know, and I wanted to put my twist. I like it, but actually I'm not sure if I'm in love the way that with the way they prepare it, and so I'm putting my twist. So I am getting my dough together with the spoon. You never see me do that, but because I'm using the coconut milk and I'm scooping it in, my hands are clean. So at this point I'm gonna eliminate the spoon, and I'm gonna be going just now to put my little dough together, which has a very soft texture. Sorry about the dish and the cupboard. So it's a very soft, it's really aerated, yeah, and that is how you get it. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to finish up this dough and I'm going to leave it to rest. The melted butter and the baking powder has given it that soft, super soft texture. So I'm going to be doing that, get my hand all rinsed off, and when we return we'll be starting to get this thing together. So right here, maybe I have a little bit too much oil, but we'll see how it goes. I have probably about 3 tablespoons of oil should be good. I think I have a little more than that, but that would be the right thing for you, you know, due to the amount that I am making. So I'm starting. These are my little herbs and seasonings and stuff. So this is how it starts. You're gonna saute. I'm sauteing it out, and I said to you, and I put the red bell pepper because, you know, it would give it that just this pretty heat. Yellow could, orange could, no, I think red would be better right there. So we're sauteing this out. Make sure your saucepan or your skillet, I think it's your saucepan or your sauteed pan or your stock pot, whatever, something for soup. Make sure the bottom of it is really thick, heavy bottom. You know, I'm using this cast iron. Yeah. So everything is in there except the garlic. Right now, I'll be mincing my garlic a little finer whilst those are coming too. I'm gonna be mincing my garlic a little finer. Some people don't like to feel the taste of garlic. I don't mind it, but I'm gonna be mincing it that you can do that too. Maybe you're somebody that really don't like the taste of, you know, the fresh chunk of garlic, big chunk of garlic. So I'm mincing my garlic a little finer. 3 cloves of minced garlic right in, or if you have store-bought minced garlic, you do your thing. Medium heat, this is what you're doing it on, and we'll continue to do this for another probably about 2 to 3 minutes until our veggies have been softened somewhat. Okay, off camera I did add my little scotch bonnet pepper, and that is optional. That really is. And let them break down a little more. At this point we'll be adding some coconut milk, maybe about 2.5 cups right there. And this looks so good. This looks so good. Remember, there's no salt in there, but at this point we don't want to start salting because our chicken is already flavored. Turn your heat down to low, and we are gonna cover, and in the next clip I'll be showing you how I prepare those dumplings. Okay, so here I have my surface, and I've given it a little dried flour. Normally in Jamaica we don't do this though, make dumpling, but these are different type, more like some little Chinese dumplings. So I'll be rolling out my dough sort of little, not too flat like a roti or a tortilla dough. So I'll be rolling it out to cut some little square dumplings. So I've rolled my dough out with a sort of rectangular look, and I'm gonna be cutting it into strips, like maybe about 3/4 of an inch strip. Now I'll be cutting these into little pieces. You need either a pastry cutter, pizza cutter, or anything sharp. Knife for pastry must be sharp. So we're gonna cut up all of these and return. So you got the picture right there? Yeah, these are how we're gonna put them in there. They'll be floated up because we did put baking powder. So that's what we are doing. So you see, it smells so good. Our coconut is cooking. Milk with our little condiments. The order of the day, it doesn't have to be prim and proper, just little pieces of dough, and we call them dumplings. They will cook fast, and they will come bloated. They should be come all bloated up. At a certain point they're going to be cooking and coming to the top, or eat maybe a little bit too high. And you put as much dumplings as you would like, okay? The amount of dumplings, it's up to you. So we're going to put them in there. As soon as the heat takes them, they will just separate from each other. For as soon as they eat, we're going to add some more milk, of course, don't mind that. So we are putting in them in there, and we are gonna give them a little stir, you know. So this is what it looks like. Look at that. You see, they have been falling apart from each other, looking really good, looking really nice, looking really tasty already. Now it's time for deboning our chicken. This is a thigh too. You don't want to pick it up too small, and you don't want to pick it too big. We're going to debone. Also, we're going to be removing our skins. We're not going to put the skins. This is barbie fry. The skins have been floured. If you put the skin in there, it's going to taste like not so pleasant. So we're deboning right here. No skins, no bones. We're going to add this barbie fry flavor to that coconut milk and all of those stuff and all them dumplings. You know, if you debone your chicken, remove all the skins. Yeah. So this is the cream of our coconut there at the top. Wow, this is going to be so good. You see our dumplings are bloated up? Yes, I see them do aerated dumplings. I've never done this before. This is our all deboned barbie fried chicken and the skinless also. Okay, so we are going to put that in. Now mind you, these were done and they were left the box and they were in the refrigerator. They were, so you know, they get a little bit, they are not as soft if you had used the fresh chicken. So you want to put it in there. We're going to add a little extra coconut milk. We're going to put some salt in the next clip and a little thing to flavor it up. I'll come back to you. So I have added a little, probably about another cup of coconut milk. I'm gonna be seasoning up now. I'm gonna be putting some salt, and I'll put about, that is about 1/2 or 3/4 of a teaspoon. That is what we are flavoring it now for the final. In here I have some freshly grounded, locally grown basil, and I'm gonna be putting about this in there. I have other basil, but I just wanted to use my local Jamaican basil. Just a little bit of a Old Bay, if you please, or if you prefer those Nars or stuff I really don't like, you know. And I'm adding to this a little bit, just a touch of a smoked paprika, just a little dash. Okay, right there. Gonna turn our flame right down now to the lowest. We're gonna incorporate every single thing very slow, scraping around here. You see that cream? Let me show you in a spoon. You see this? You see this? We're gonna leave it there for about 15 minutes on the lowest flame. You're gonna let it slow cook right down, and when we return, we will be plating up. You can use your other little condiments, your little seasoning up of choice, but remember there's coconut milk, so you have that rich, out of this world flavor, so you don't want to go too much with other little seasoning and spices and all of them something they forgot to take with the coconut milk flavor. Catch you in the next clip. This is the lowest simmer. Look at this. Let us scoop it around. Our chicken and dumplings, it's ready. Look at this. Look at this. I did that little smoked paprika with a little extra just to turn this. You know, we are Jamaican, we don't like nothing too, you know, like clear out, white out. We like it with a little color. So I did just it. It's time to turn it off. And then we are going to let it rest for a minute or two. And then I'll come to plate some. Look at this. Chicken and dumplings, my Jamaican way. Look at that. Thanks for watching, Patreonites. I'll come back and have some. I'll plate it up just for you. Just for garnish. You know, you just want to garnish it. You just want to let it have that little, you know, that little. And this is scallions, green scallions. And it also will help to give extra flavor. Thanks for watching. There you go, Patreonites. Chicken and dumplings, my Jamaican way.